I think I'm live. So it's loading. It's loading. Oh, okay. It's loading. Oh, can you hear me? All right. So there's something wrong with my mouse. Like, what is happening? I can't believe I put Mars on the thumbnail and he's not even starting. So for reference, I made this last night. Hashtag Argentina versus Algeria. Hashtag FIFA World Cup. Hashtag World Cup. All right, I set the description. Hopefully, it'll get more action. So, ow! I accidentally hit my headphones and it like messed with my head. Bro, So for this one, I've actually done something. So I actually prepared for the Algerian pronunciations. I haven't really for the Argentina ones, but I don't really care. Captains are Mondi and Messi, obviously. Lineups for Algeria are Zidane in goal, Belgali, Mondi, Bensabeni, and Ait Nouri in the back line, Musa and Shaibi as the wingers, Boudaoui and Bentalev in midfield, Maza and Gori as the strikers, or Guri, I mean. Martinez in goal for Argentina, Medina, Martinez, Christian Romero, or Cuti Romero, depending on how you say it, Montiel in the back line, and then in the midfield, it's DePaul, Fernandez, McAllister, Almada, Martinez, and Lionel Messi. How much longer do we think Messi plays? It can't be too long, right? He's what, 38 now? If he goes for 2030, he's what, 42 then? I put more effort into the thumbnail. I wanted to for other teams, but I was like, you can't even think of a player from each side. And this one you can though, like Messi and Mahrez, but Mahrez isn't even playing. I should have put Ait Nori on the thumbnail. That was a really bad decision from me. So this is going to be an interesting match. Though I do think, though I do think Argentina wins. actually hurt. Emiliano Martinez, Facundo Mendy, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Romero, I almost said Cristiano, Gonzalo Montiel, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo De Paul, Thiago Almada, Lautaro Martinez, Lionel Messi. Some interesting names on the bench like Julian Alvarez, Marco Senesi, and I didn't get to see all of them, honestly. Luca Zidane, Ryan Aitnori, Rami Bensabani, Isa Mondi, Rafiq Belgali, Ibrahim Maza, Nabil Bentaleb, Hisham Boudawi, Farish Shaibi. I don't remember how to say Puri's first name, and then I don't remember who the other one was. It was Musa. It switched or could do anything. So Taro Martinez to get us underway to DePaul. Here is Lisandro Martinez to Medina to Christian Romero. Romero to Martinez. And Enzo to Medina to Enzo to Christian Romero. Romero to McAllister. Here is and I think Enzo fouls. Okay, but this like my cord is actually being annoying. Bensabani to Mondi. I can already say he's going back to Benzabani, and he is. Passing it back to the back line, getting pressed by Messi, goes to Zidane. Mondi. Looking forward, see an option, getting pressed by Lautaro Martinez, forced to go back to the keeper Zidane. To Benzabani. Benzabani going along over the top, looking for Shaibi. He can't find him. Goes to the keeper Emiliano Martinez. Last World Cup, Emiliano Martinez went crazy with his with all of his penalty tricks and all that stuff. He was really good. Here's Christian Romero. Montiel. And Messi loses the ball. Here's Ryan Nori. Shaibi. Cleared away by, I don't know who that was, but sorry. Messi. Nori. Messi wins it off of him. Romero back to the keeper, Martinez. Martinez clear, or does not clear. That just gives it to Martinez. Martinez, not a good clear. Romero to Fernandez to Montiel. To Christian Romero. Enzo. To McAllister, to Enzo, to Martinez. To Martinez, and it goes back. That was Almada. Martinez to Romero. Romero looking for Almada. Can't find him, but he is able to. And then across from Medina into Lautaro Martinez, and it's saved by Zidane. Here is Ryan Nori to Shaibi. Nori to Benzabani to Mondi. Mondi to Belgali. First to go back to Mondi. With press from Argentina running in. Back to Zidane. To Benzabani. To Maza. Can he get back? No, he can't because Montiel. Enzo to Lisandro Martinez. Here's Enzo Fernandez. To Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul to Christian Romero. Argentina not being pressed. De Paul. Christian Romero. Here is McAllister to De Paul. De Paul looking, and here is Messi. This is not, it just misses Messi. So who was that? Is that De Paul or Almada, or who was that? First player to appear at 6 World Cups, Lionel Messi. Played only as far as McAllister. Here's Lautaro Martinez. Messi, he shoots and scores. It's 1-0 Argentina. But the flag is raised. So no goal for Argentina. Yeah, Messi is offside. Mondi. Just driving forward a little bit of pressure from Martinez. Forced to go back to Zidane. In this group, we have had no one play it. These are the first 2 teams to play us because the other ones are playing Austria and Jordan at 11 o'clock tonight. Zidane driving forward with the ball. Both Messi and Lautaro Martinez are retreating. Mondi, and a lot of space to run. The pass is intercepted by Alexis McAllister. Here's Rodrigo de Paul to Messi. The back heel is intercepted by Benzabani. But here is Boudaoui to Musa, who plays it over the top, looking for um, Belgali, and it's cleared. It's Alexis McAllister, and he has a lot of space to drive. Montiel, can you get there? He can. Messi, or that was DePaul. McAllister. To Christian Romero. And now McAllister. Montiel. McAllister. To Enzo Fernandez, back to McAllister. McAllister to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez looking, finds Montiel, and it doesn't find Montiel. It actually goes out for a throw in for Algeria, and Ori will take it. Yeah, so Messi's offside by about like half his head and his shoulder and arm. And apparently a part of his foot is offside. So here is Aitnori, or not Aitnori, that was Bensabani. Chaibi to Aitnori. Here is their striker, I don't remember. 9 Gori, 22. Belgali to Maza. Maza still going. Maza. Here is Shaibi. Goal, Algeria. And they take the lead against the World Cup champions, Argentina. Big lead for Algeria. 7 minutes into their match against the World Cup champions, Argentina. And this is very similar to the way last World Cup started in 2022, where Saudi Arabia scored early against Argentina, but ended up losing 2-1. That is a brilliant start for the Algerians, which they become top of their group since we haven't had another team play. Is he offside? Does Christian Romero keep him on, or does Christian Romero play the offside trap right? Beats the keeper just so well. To his right, where he's guarding too. And what a ball from Maza. Or it's been removed. It does not count. Here's Mondi to Pennsylvania. I was literally like doing so much work there. Here is Guri to Maza. Guri loses out to Almada to Enzo Fernandez. Martinez. McAllister to Rodrigo de Paul. We're back level at 0-0, and Christian Romero to Alexis McAllister. Messi just gets a quick ball to Almada. Almada looking for us to go to Enzo. To why are you doing this? You're annoying. Don't end stream. And somehow it ends up back with Enzo. Here is DePaul. Enzo. Amada. Given away, and here is Boudaoui. Tackled, and he wins a free kick. Wait, which one wins a free kick? I think the one in the other side of the box. Why does SofaScore keep removing the goal? Dang, like, I know that it wasn't a goal, but why is it removing the part that it's... Ooh. Enzo makes contact with Boudaoui's ankle. Maza dropping deep to create. Here's Bensabani. Mondi. Goes back to Zidane. Zidane to Aitnori. Aitnori beats his man. Still going. That's got to be a tackle. It's got to be a free kick and a yellow card, and it's a free kick. I don't know about a yellow card though. Beating his man Montiel and Rodrigo de Paul all at once, but Montiel still gets a foot on him, and Fouls him. Chaibi and Musa over it. Quick from Chaibi to Musa. Musa, can he take on his man? Messi, that's Messi, and Messi does well. But it's a corner for Algeria. Ait Nori. Here's Ait Nori still. Still. Can he get a cross in? With all this pressure on him. And Rodrigo de Paul goes down. He's back up. Can he? And it's a goal kick for Argentina. How much is he offside? About the same amount as Messi was. So we've had 2 goals this game, and neither of them were onside. Montiel, De Paul, Romero, to Martinez, Enzo, to Romero. Romero looking forward, wants to pass it forward, has to pass it to Messi. Montiel going back to the keeper. Martinez. Christian Romero. Montiel. To Benzabeni. Boudoui. Martinez. Alexis McAllister. Martinez. Messi. McAllister. Enzo. And here is Medina to Almada, looking for Martinez, but it will skip him and go to Zidane, the goalkeeper, who is wearing a mask. I don't know what it's holding in place, but it's definitely holding a bone or something. Bensabeni. Start the build up for Algeria. And they get a goal here. To Mondi. No press coming in from Argentina. And they're in this group, Argentina are definitely favorites, especially like after the Copa America and the I forget what it's called, the 2022 World Cup, and Argentina have it back. Or Enzo Fernandez goes back to Christian Romero, so they especially had like the group like Saudi Arabia, Poland, Mexico. They beat that pretty easy. Except they lost to Saudi Arabia somehow, like the hardest team to lose to in that group. And then they also did not have a good, and then their Euros were like pretty good. I remember they like beat Canada, and Messi like missed a penalty. I think it was that game. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that. I remember in 2024. Yeah, they were here actually, and I think they were in Houston, weren't they? Bensabeni to Mondi. Mondi. Looking forward. Wants to go back to Zidane. Rarely any press from Argentina this game. Bensabeni. After 16 minutes. And DePaul. To Messi. Messi. And it goes out off Ait Nori. Montiel. To Romero. To Lisandro Martinez. Enzo Fernandez. Lisandro Martinez. To Alexis McAllister. Christian Romero. Rodrigo de Paul. Romero forced to go back to Martinez. To Martinez. The center back Martinez. Looking forward. Here's Almada. Almada loses the ball, or does not lose the ball, only because McAllister shields him off. Almada looking. Messi. Back to Almada. Almada to Martinez. Martinez to Enzo. To Messi. Messi to McAllister. McAllister loses the ball only as far as DePaul. DePaul to find Messi. Messi, still Messi. Messi shoots 1-0 Argentina. Lionel Messi in his 6th World Cup debut. That is the hero, the golden ball winner of 2022 World Cup, which was in Qatar. They went all the way, only losing to one team, and I don't even know how they did that. That made like no sense. But still, Argentina takes a 1-0 lead. In Kansas City, Missouri, at Arrowhead Stadium. That is the great start, and this whole play is just dominated by Messi, and Almada and McAllister both help. Wait, DePaul? Why did DePaul get an assist here? I thought that was McAllister. Maybe it was DePaul, but keeper Zidane gets like a hand to it. So that's Messi's second goal of this game. Yeah, he does get a hand to it. He gets both of his hands to it. If he can just slightly pull that up or pull that down, that's not a goal. That is a save for him. Very unlucky for the Algerian defenders. And we are back underway. I need some water. Over the top looking. He cross. He can't. Infantino is here. Of course he is. He would be. Do we know where Austria Jordan is? I mean, we do, but like I really want to know right now. That is Messi's 118th goal. So Austria Jordan is in Santa Clara. DePaul. And it goes out off Montiel. Montiel. Or actually, here's Aitnori, Bensabani, Mondi, Bensabani to Zidane, to Mondi, Zidane, to Bensabani, Mazza, Bentaleb, Mondi, still going, laying it off to Belgully, to Boudaoui, to Bentaleb, to Boudaoui, to Mondi, to Bentaleb, who's slotting in between the center backs, playing it over the top. Can he find him? Can he? Medina gets a header to Enzo, and that's Medina, actually. I don't know who the other one was. McAllister. From Montiel. Montiel to Messi. Messi to DePaul. DePaul to Messi. Messi to Montiel. To DePaul. To Romero. To Martinez. To Medina. To Almada. To McAllister. To Medina. To Enzo. To DePaul. And Messi, it's weird. It's bouncing weirdly. DePaul. Martinez to DePaul. Medina. Almada. Romero. Martinez. To Romero. Romero. McAllister able to get it away from Algeria. Montiel to Romero. Romero wanted to play that run to Messi, but Messi wasn't running fast enough. Messi. McAllister. Messi to Almada. Almada to Messi. Messi to Almada. Messi crosses it, looking for Martinez. It goes over everyone, and Aitnori goes and chases this down. He's going to clear it, or not really. He's going to lay it to Shaibi, and then Ben Sabani's going to clear it only as far as Montiel to DePaul. Goes back to Christian Romero to DePaul to McAllister. Here's Enzo Fernandez. That actually was before McAllister to Martinez. Romero to DePaul. Paul back to the center back, or the right back, Montiel. Martinez, their goalkeeper, who had a really good World Cup last time. Pulling it forward, looking, no press. Here's Gori to press. To Martinez. To Fernandez. To Martinez. 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 Gori. Martinez to Romero. Romero making a mistake. He gets there. It's Montiel, and it goes, and he clears it off Romero for okay. Here is the hydration break. See you in a little bit. Mid-match, Hulu crashes. Of course it does. So I don't even know when we restart, but so if I'm a little early, then I'm just a little early. And we are back to Mondi, to Musa, to Montiel, not Montiel, to it's Mondi. Here's Belgali, Maza, intercepted by McAllister, Hernandez to Martinez to Romero, to DePaul, to McAllister to Almada, back to Medina, to Hernandez, to Martinez, and they're just playing at the back. So Argentina are what, three-time World Cup champion? They are one of the most successful teams in World Cup history. I think they're like fourth behind France, Germany, and Brazil. Technically, Italy is very successful, but like recently, their last World Cups, they're like have dropped their wins. That might have made it to Martinez, and they might check that for the red card, but they are not apparently. So, Bensabaini to Ainori to who do we? That was Bentaleb actually. Zidane to Mondi. Bentaleb to Bensabaini. Yuri tries to play, or that was Chibi, tried to play Ainori in behind, but it doesn't work out. Throw in by Argentina. Montiel to Messi. Almada, does he get a touch? No, but here is Enzo to Medina. Forced to go back to Enzo. To Messi. To Almada. Here's Enzo. To Christian Romero. DePaul. To Messi. Forced to go back to Alexis McAllister. Here's Christian Romero. To Montiel. Back to Romero. Martinez. Medina. Martinez. Martinez to DePaul. To Messi. Intercepted by that was Belgali to Musa to Mondi. Mondi gets pushed down by Messi, and that is a foul in favor of Algeria. I hope you can't hear my sister yelling like crazy. I can hear her through my headphones. These are noise canceling headphones, and I can hear her clearly too. Uri, probably one of the hardest players to pronounce because pronounce. No, I'm joking. Because I didn't get to pronounce his name a lot. Plus, they're not super easy. Back to the keeper, to Mondi. Not that was not his name, by the way. Who do we? Mondi. Forced to go back to the keeper, Zidane. To Bensabi. Guri. To Bensabaini. Guri. Maza. Finding Mondi. To Bentaleb. Mondi to Belgali, and Boudaoui gets tackled, wins a free kick, right? Off Amada's tackle. Or no, it's a throw in. And Medina gets away with it, and here's a counterattack. Amada, what are you doing? That was the worst dive of all time. And Amada's still going, or that's Enzo actually. Enzo's still going with it, but they lose out to Belgali. Belgali keep it. He can, and it's a throw in for Argentina. Medina takes it quick. Showing coach Lionel Scaloni. Here's Amada back to Martinez, to the keeper Martinez. To Christian Romero, Tottenham captain currently, at least. I don't know how long that'll stand, but Romero to Martinez, to the center back Martinez, to Medina, to Amada, to McAllister, and gets fouled by, who's that? I'm pretty sure that is Bentaleb. Be Musa. It's Guri. I swear, like, no yellow cards have been handed out, and this ref gives out like 5 yellow cards per game. To Messi, Benzabani heads it away. Medina to Martinez to DePaul. DePaul to McAllister to Enzo Fernandez. To Almada with a lot of space. Lily off the run to Medina. Ball pinballs and cleared by Mondi. Only as far as Martinez. He will head it back to Christian Romero. Romero to Enzo Fernandez. Forced to go back to Lisandro Martinez. To Montiel. Romero. Alexis McAllister. Back to Emiliano Martinez. Amada. You gonna pull out a yellow? I can't really tell. Marciniak, the ref for the Poland, for Poland, or from Poland. There's only been one shot in this entire game, and it's been by Lionel Messi from distance. And the keeper Zidane got hands to it, and but it still goes in. Messi takes the free kick, not too far off, but pretty far wide. Honestly, didn't think he was shooting that. I thought he was crossing it. Mondi to Benzabani to Chaibi. To Nori, Chaibi, and DePaul wins it. McAllister to Messi. Messi looking for Martinez. Martinez crossing it, and it goes out for a goal kick for Algeria. Here's Boudaoui to Mondi to Benzabani to Chaibi, Benzabani, and to Maza. Wants to play it over the top, stopped, or is he going to get to it anyway? Martinez gets a tackle, and it's out for a throw-in for Algeria. Romero. Martinez. I'm losing track of numbers for some reason. That was Almada. Messi. Enzo. Messi. That has to have been offside on Almada, but cleared by Algeria. I didn't get to see the number. It looked like Bengali. It looks like it was Musa. Offside, actually. Zidane. Mondi. Under pressure from Martinez, plays really smart and gets it back to Zidane. Bensabeni. To Bentaleb. Or not, Shaibi. To Guri. To Gori. Guri? Guri. It's Guri. Mondi. To Bentaleb. To Bensabeni. To Ait Nori. Bensabeni off Maza. And here's Mondi. Mondi to, oh my gosh, you're mean to me. Just Bentaleb. And can they get a cross in? Shaibi, it's off the keeper's hands. Martinez and out for a corner for Algeria. Quick to Guri. Here's Boudaoui. Cross comes in, headed wide. And looks like it was by Shaibi. Showing this from Messi. Lays it through the, oh, and then shoots, and it's a shot. Makes it gets a couple of touches on that for the keeper, but cannot keep it out. Puts both of his hands on it. Can't believe he was able to stop that Boudaoui. Still going, and here is Shaibi. Not Shaibi, that was Baza. Here's Messi going the other way with Martinez ahead of him. 4-on-5. Messi about 5-on-5 now. Enzo, here's Almada. Way too high and too wide. Eight Ori. Bensabeni. Bengali. Mondi. Uri. Bengali. Mondi. To Zidane. Can Algeria fight their way back into this? Bensabeni. Not enough by Shaibi to get this to Nori. And Bentelev keeps it in. Shaibi, does he win a foul? He does. Bentelev to Mondi. Mondi to Bensabani. Ait Nori to Bensabani to Mondi. Mondi to Shaibi. Still going, Shaibi. Shaibi shoots way over the bar. Join Algeria's coaching staff right now. Algeria have had a pretty good end of this half. They just need to keep this going into the second half, and they could get a goal, and they could fight back and win this maybe. Bensabani. Bentaleb. To Maza, to Bentaleb, to Bensabani. To Mondi. Mondi to Guri, to Bentaleb, to Mondi. Mondi to Shaibi. Guri. Bengali. This is Musa. Can Shaibi get the cross in? He can, but I think it goes out of play before the keeper gets a touch. I think it's after. On goal kick header and foul against Martinez. Lautaro Martinez, to be specific. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Can Algeria pull something out of their hat here? Mondi. No one has ever gotten into the box in this game. Who do we? Mondi to Bensabani. Bensabani to Ait Nori. Ait Nori still going. Enough time for Guri. And it's cleared up for a corner by, I think, Christian Romero. Algeria will have a corner. Corner. I think this is Shaibi taking it. Headed away by the first man, Alexis McAllister. Messi. Chase down. Boudoui gets it. Chasing more. I'm so hungry because my stomach growled. I don't have anything really to eat right now. Mondi. Belgali. To Maza. Bentaleb. Maza. Does he get foul? He doesn't. Musa. Deflected, and here goes Lautaro Martinez. Hamada. Fernandez to McAllister to Fernandez to Martinez to McAllister to Messi to Romero. I can't believe I kept all of that. That was so late. To Martinez. Martinez looking forward. Here is McAllister to I think that was Lautaro Martinez. And McAllister to Christian Romero. Messi. Romero. Messi. DePaul. DePaul back to Martinez. Martinez finds the other Martinez, but his header goes straight to Boudaoui. Boudaoui looking. Finds Shaibi. Ait Nori. DePaul takes it. Dybala. Dybala? That is Almada. They look kind of similar. Boudaoui to Maza. To Mandi to Belgali. Here's Musa taking on Medina. Musa shoots, deflected, and the keeper's just able to pull it into his arms. Emiliano Martinez. If there's just a touch by Algeria there towards goal, I think that's 1-0. Medina pulled down, and that's got to be a yellow card for Belgali. Argentina won a free kick for sure, though. Messi and DePaul over it, I think. Flashbacks to Miami, didn't they score recently like that? Christian Romero getting in the box, like Tottenham center back. Messi. Header by McAllister way over the bar. My sister is so loud. I can hear her pretty hard. And the ref blows the halftime whistle. Halftime. Argentina 1-0. Algeria. Argentina leads Algeria 1-0. And I will see you in the second half. So we are back for the second half. Molina in for Montiel. And we are back underway. The second half. Here is Mondi to Belgali. I'm just going to switch sides to the mic. Zidane to... And almost intercepted, but Mazza gets it back to Bensabeni. Bensabeni to Mazza. Mazza to Guri. Guri... You get him in behind. Good tackle by Molina. Bentaleb. Guri. Molina with a good tackle. I don't know what's going on upstairs with my sister. She's like yelling like crazy for some reason. Zidane. Mondi. Sabini. Mondi. Musa. Udui. Bentaleb. Mondi. Which is it? Ait Nori. Mazza. Musa. Enzo. Messi. Benzabini. Cross comes in. Romero clears it. Udui to Benzabini. It's Chivy. Mazza. And cleared away by Enzo. Was that off the referee? I think it was. Because the referee stopped the play. Romero to Martinez to Medina to Martinez to Romero. Over the top, looking for Messi or Martinez, headed by the keeper Zidane, and here is Ait Nori. Ait Nori in trouble. Picks it off DePaul and a throw in for Algeria. Bentaleb cleared, and Martinez heads it. Here is Uri to Udui to Mondi. Mondi to Bentaleb. Bentaleb finds Mazza. Mazza and Alexis McAllister clears it. And here's Molina. Or that was Romero. No, that was Molina.